Hello, my name is John Guess, founder and CEO of JHG Photography and Films and co-founder of New Vision Television. Over the past few years, we have generated over 80,000 post views and over 30,000 video views on Facebook alone. Our clients' good works are getting noticed. We created this platform for small businesses, entrepreneurs, artists, and other organizations who would normally not have a platform. If you are a small business, artist, ministry, or organization that needs commercial work or an event covered, or would like to create a platform and cannot afford thousands of dollars for advertising, contact us today via email or 919-696-6387. New Vision Television, where your dreams are our priority.
Here on part 2, Suzette will share about her childhood and what to expect from her on the stage. Enjoy this episode of The Woman I Am Today, the podcast. Previously on The Woman I Am Today.
Or we've been socialized that we have to dim our light, lest people should think that we are being pushy or being arrogant or being too much. I think that's the reason why there needs to be a bigger stage. I want to change that erroneous perception that us standing in our brilliance is intimidating. And I want women to be able to see someone that looks like them taking a radical action and unapologetically owning all that she is. That's why.
We are here in Clayton, North Carolina at the Clayton Center Auditorium where Miss Suzette will be hosting her I Am Enough live event on November the 17th at 3:30 p.m. So you're not new to the stage, are you?
No, I'm not. I am not. I think the biggest stage for me started when I was about 7 years old, and my younger sister and I used to stand on the front porch. Mama would send us out of the house and say, "Y'all get out here, get some fresh air." And we get on the porch, and we would take the fly swatter and start singing in the bottom end of the handle. And honestly, we would sing to the point that a crowd would gather in front of our house. And then of course, it progressed, and my sister and I started singing together at churches. So conferences, church events. And then when I got older, my sisters and I formed this group called the Randolph Sisters. And people used to equate us or liken us to the Clark Sisters. Wow. And we used to perform a lot in the area, and we opened up for some pretty big names. One of them was the Hawkins family. They were in Winston-Salem, and our group opened up for them. So I am not new to the stage. Now, I'm new to it with respect to speaking, but performing, singing, no, this is home for me when it comes to that.
Okay. So how will taking the stage on November 17th be a full circle moment for you?
Wow, it will be, because even though I grew up on a stage, so to speak, it wasn't something I aspired to. It was because my sisters and I had talent, and my mom and my dad said, get out there and sing. But the thing about when you're put on a stage before you're old enough to really understand it, you can get really hurt. And I felt that being on stage isolated me from my friends. Sometimes I just wanted to be regular and be with them, but I had to always go perform. And there were times that I would go in churches and want to sit in the back with dark glasses on, because if anybody saw me, they say, oh, one of the Randolph sisters is here. Maybe she'll sing a song for me. Or if a choir was performing, can anybody play the piano? Oh, yes, I see one of the Randolph sisters. Can you come and play for us? And it made me feel like I couldn't own my own space. And I always wanted to be loved for who I was. And as I got older, I started finding that people that seemed like they loved me for me, they were only into me because of my singing, my whatever. And so that's why this is a full circle moment, because the stage isn't something that I would have picked, but it's a full circle moment because I feel called back to the stage, and this time with a greater sense of purpose. Mm-hmm. So it is a full circle moment, and I am excited. I've gotten my joy and enthusiasm back for the stage because I feel like I'm not just performing, but I'm going to actually give something of value and something purposeful. So yes, full circle. Awesome. Yes, yes.
So you have talked about why it is important to come from the background and take center stage, or a bigger stage rather, in life. But how does this apply to relationships?
Wow, it does. Because many of us grew up thinking that you had to play a role. You had to be a certain way for a man to like you. You know, you had to present a certain way. And a lot of us don't know how to really date or relate authentically. We kind of fall into this trap of, well, this is what I think he wants. We start kind of losing ourselves based on what we think the other person wants. And so I think that this is an invitation not just to take a bigger stage or center stage in your own life, but to be authentic in your relationships, to show up as who you really are and to own who you really are. Now, I do have to say that there is a difference in owning who you are, the ego you, versus the authentic you. Because a lot of us deal in ego and say, oh, I'm just being real. I'm just being myself. No, you're being defensive. No, you're being what you think you need to be in order to protect yourself. That's not really you. The you that I'm talking about is the you that is just who she is. No apologies. This is just who I am. And the greatest gift I can give to you is who I really am. So I think it's very significant. I think it's very significant. Hi, my name is Suzette Vearnon, and I want to officially invite you to my first ever I Am Enough live event. It's going to be an evening of hope and connection. So if you have a dream, if you have a desire for something better, and you've been having a hard time getting to work, or one of your desires is to attract Mr. Right into your life, you need to come to my I Am Enough live event. I'm going to be giving you my story, but I'm also going to be offering you some great nuggets, some great insights that you can walk away with and begin to live not a mediocre life, but your best life ever. You know why? Because you are enough. Join me here at the Clayton Center Auditorium, Clayton, North Carolina, Sunday, November 17th at 3:30 p.m. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
So, how is this relevant to your work with high-achieving women who want true love in partnerships?
Very relevant. I think, as I was saying before, that being free to be yourself, but if you have grown up as I did, where you were judged by your performance, sometimes you don't even know who the real you is. And so part of my coaching is to help people to redefine what makes them enough in life and in love on their own terms, not on mama's terms, not on daddy's terms, not on society's terms, but on their own terms, and to be able to dig deep enough to where the truth is and be able to bring that to where they are, because that's really the truth of who they are. And that's really what's going to attract great love into their lives. The more clear they are about who they are and the more comfortable they are in their own skin. It's a love magnet. It truly is. It draws to you what belongs to you. So I think that makes it very significant.
So what can the people that will be here on the November 17th, what can they expect from this event?
They can expect it to be an evening of hope and an evening of connection. And I specifically said hope and connection because I think when we were talking, I don't know if we were talking back at the house or whether we were just kind of you and I just talking. But as I was saying, hope by itself is not enough. Sure, I want people to hope again, but unless hope and connection come together, unless you connect with your enoughness, connect with your soul's desire, connect with your dream and know that you can have it, you're not going to do anything. So that night, what people can expect is to have their hopes lifted. Yes, because to see somebody about to turn 60 on their stage unapologetically will instill hope. It will instill faith. But the other part is, I don't want you to just connect and say, oh, she did it. That is great. But to connect with that person inside of you. You will connect with you in a more meaningful and a more life-giving and purposeful way. And so anybody who has a dream that they feel like they have not been able to manifest, that they've been chasing their dreams, but things kind of falling flat, not quite going the way you want, they need to come to this because I'll be talking about it. And not only talking about it, but they'll be able to see somebody that looks like them doing it. And so I think for anybody who has a dream, but whatever that dream is, this will be a game changer for them.
All right. Well, I'm coming.
Yay!
So when you think about the woman that you are today, what comes to mind?
Owning her 100%. For so long, I've been playing the game of life at 30. And God called me on the carpet and said, unless you own who you truly are, you're telling me I made a mistake. Now, who am I to tell my Creator he made a mistake? So I think the person that they will get today, or I can say for sure, will be totally unapologetically Suzette, because no longer am I trying to perform for people. I'm meeting God on this stage. And his well done is the most important thing to me.
Awesome. So, Miss Suzette, tell everybody where they can find your information.
Actually, you can RSVP at IamEnoughLive.eventbrite.com. It's a free event. Just RSVP. There's plenty of space in the building. Would love to see you. And if you want to connect with me, my official website is SuzetteSolutions.com. And that's S-U-Z as in zebra, E-T-T-E, solutions.com.
Thank you, Miss Suzette, for joining me on The Woman I Am Today. Thank you guys for your likes, follows, and shares. We will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is John Guess, founder and CEO of JHG Photography and Films and co-founder of New Vision Television. Over the past few years, we have generated over 80,000 post views and over 30,000 video views on Facebook alone. Our clients' good works are getting noticed. We created this platform for small businesses, entrepreneurs, artists, and other organizations who would normally not have a platform. If you are a small business, artist, ministry, or organization that needs commercial work or an event covered, or would like to create a platform and cannot afford thousands of dollars for advertising, contact us today via email or 919-696-6387. New Vision Television, where your dreams are our priority. What makes you the person that you are today? The choices you've made in the past? The experiences you've had growing up? I used to love this park. Basketball was my first love. I never would have thought that this haven for me would become a temporary home. I never thought the gym where I used to play rec ball would become the place where I need to wash myself, brush my teeth, change what little clothes that I had to go out and face the world as if nothing was wrong. I would leave from here, get in my car to go find a place to stay for the evening. A lot of times it was here in the parking lot, where I thought I could be safe and away from people seeing me. It was also where I would plan my next move, when I had a car. After that, I would walk everywhere, take the bus. I used to sleep here and here. The reason I am telling you all of this is not to just relive hard times, but to hopefully inspire you and others to do the things that you love to do. I made some bad choices and had some very bad circumstances, but I never thought that I would stay there. I still had dreams, and some that I didn't even know that I had until today. I needed to go through these things, stay in these places, to be able to offer the things that I can offer people today. It has nothing to do with business or sales. It has everything to do with their stories, their importance. This is why we do what we do. This is a place where your visions and your dreams are someone else's priority. This is New Vision Television. New from New Vision Television, a special presentation of renowned motivational speaker and new author Dion Griffin McGee. Join us as we walk with her through her journey from the corporate world to entrepreneurship, motivational speaking, and what it took to write her first book, a unique and intimate insight to a thriving mogul. She's Roaring, the DG McGee Special, coming soon only on New Vision Television.